This is my International Games newsletter. I wrote it on Mahjong. The origin? Well, there are many legends regarding the origin of Mahjong. One tells that Confucius, the famous philosopher, invented the game back in 500 BC. And the other legend has to do with a game that was played by the military in the Ming Dynasty, which involved cards. But others believe that the game came about through similar games. The history? Well, the history is uncertain. However, it was being played in China in the late 1800s, and by the 1920s, it was brought to the United States. By 1949, the game was banned in China because of the gambling that was associated with it, and then it was finally legal to play again in 1985. Today, Mahjong is played internationally. In the United States, there are two Mahjong organizations, the National Mahjong League and the American Mahjong Association, that host tournaments and cruise tournaments. The country of origin, the game possibly dates back as early as 500 BC to Confucius from China. Other names for this game are Mahjong, Madiao, Yezi, Martintier, Machuk. I hope I pronounced those correctly. The game. How to play this? Well, the goal of the game is to clear the board by removing all of the tiles from their original layout and creating a mahjong, or getting 14 of your tiles into the 4 sets and 1 pair, 2 matching tiles. A pung is 3 identical tiles. A chow has 3 consecutive numbers, but a single tile cannot be used in 2 sets at once. And a kong is 4 identical tiles from any set. Players, 4, or there can be variations played with 3 or even 2 players. And the amount of playtime that it depends on how many players. And the equipment, there are 144 tiles featuring 36 bamboos, 36 circles, and 36 characters from numbers 1 to 9. Special symbols from the 4 seasons, 16 wind tiles, 12 dragon tiles, and 4 flowers. The setup: 4 wind tiles are shuffled face down and dealt to the players who are sitting clockwise by north, west, south, and east. The player sitting in the east position is a dealer. Otherwise, a dice is rolled to determine who will deal. And I have here the directions on exactly how to play it. It is a rather involved and complicated game. I also have a little link here to watch a video on how the game is played. And this video explains it a little bit further on how to play it. But you can watch that on your own. And then I also have some of the tiles demonstrated in this photo. However, I'm very excited. Fun fact, the game, and this is the reason why I chose this game, is because it was featured in a movie, a modern movie called Crazy Rich Asians. It has a wonderful mahjong scene. And then I have the little area here where you could click on this and watch the scene from the movie. It does have spoilers. I don't want to ruin it for you if you haven't seen the movie, but the mahjong scene is very symbolic because it's played by 2 people, 2 of the main characters of the movie, and it has a lot of meaning. It's definitely a must watch. Basically, again, I'm saying spoiler alert here. Rachel, who's one of the main characters, she goes with her boyfriend to Singapore from New York to meet his family. And Rachel's boyfriend, who could be a possible fiancé, is going to give him up because his Asian family and culture do not accept her because she's from New York and he is from Singapore. He was born there. So it is a definite must watch. Rachel plays mahjong against her future possible mother-in-law, and it's a very emotional and interesting and complicated scene. Then we have Mahjong game reflection. And through my research of this game, and after watching how to play it in the movie and watching several videos, I did realize that it is a quite complicated game. But I was very interested in it because it kind of reminded me of dominoes or game cards, but it's so not the same thing. I kept thinking of it similar to that, but it's not. I think I'd have to actually play it with somebody, and so I went to Barnes and Nobles and I was looking for one, and it was over $50 and it was really actually heavy. So I'm like, okay, maybe I can find somebody who actually, an older person who knows how to play this and has had the experience that I can actually learn from. So I am still going to be looking for somebody I can learn from. Here are my resources. Again, I have little clicks here where you could view these videos. This one's how to play Mahjong. This is playing Mahjong online, which isn't the same thing because I like hearing the clicking of the tiles. And how to learn the basics of Mahjong. And then this is another Mahjong basic rules, how to learn those and how it's played. And that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you.